just singles competition. And if you remember last week, David, an embarrassing loss for Coach Campanelli, who pitched one of the biggest fits I have ever seen in the WOW ring. Of course, Coach Campanelli losing to WOW superhero, one of the rookie standouts in Zena Phoenix, the Albanian grappler. And tonight in singles action, Kandi Krush gonna try her best in a matchup against Kara Kai, who has been embroiled with a feud with Top Tier.
Well, that feud that you just spoke of, Nigel, of course, vis-a-vis Coach Campanelli, they took out not only Tara Strike, they, in terms of Top Tier, also took out Ashley Blaze. And as such, they've been stood up for by Zena Phoenix, the Albanian grappler. And tonight, Kara Kai gets to go in there and stand up against Krush.
You know what, David, though, after the attacks on Blaze and, of course, Tara Strike, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head if you're Kara Kai. Top Tier,
or
not
Sixth
afraid
Sense,
to,
or a Sixth Sense.
That's right, Top Tier, not afraid to break the rules or bones here.
And her opponent from Toronto, Canada, Kara Kai.
Kara Kai, of course, one half of the Dojo Defenders. We are sending our best wishes to Tara Strike, who has been taken out thanks to Top Tier, and you know that that is in the back of the mind of Kara Kai, David, as she marches down to the ring.
But she's recovering nicely, though. Gave me a call 2 days ago, been in therapy, takes about 6 months. And whenever she makes it back to the ring, though, psychologically, you're at a disadvantage because you're always thinking about that injury.
It's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of recovery, some physical therapy, no doubt about it, and some time to rebuild that confidence. But, David, I believe Tara Strike will be back and better than ever now. And Kara Kai now charging Kandi Krush.
You talk about that psychological negativity after a big injury. One might have to think about that in terms of Ashley Blaze being taken out with that ankle injury. So it's just not 100% after an injury. It's like a car. You ever have a new car and it gets wrecked?
Oh, yeah.
And they fix it. But it's really never the same, Nigel.
No, it's not. And now, Kara Kai with the kicks to Kandi Krush, trying to make an impact, a dent, if you will, on Kandi Krush. And now Kara Kai, such powerful legs on Kandi Krush, whose background, of course, comes from boxing, David. She transitioned into the world of professional wrestling, and now, again, for the better part of a year, has held the WOW World Trios Champions. Head scissors by Kara Kai, alongside her partners, Gloria Glitter and Coach Campanelli.
What you see a lot of in the WOW superheroes is their backgrounds are in such diversity of so many sports disciplines.
Oh, my!
Oh, look at that right hook.
That pop-up right hook from Kandi Krush as she just wails away at Kara Kai, who, David, gets her hands up. She's got that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background and, of course, the catch wrestling background. So she is very well prepared for those heavy-handed shots from the heavy hitter now doing the podium stance on the back of Kara Kai. Kandi Krush confident now as her World Trios champion partners, Gloria Glitter and Coach Campanelli, watch ringside, David. Now slingshotting Kara Kai.
Off that bottom rope, and there's a backhand that goes from the chest to under the chin. There's the humiliation.
And now the elbow drop from Kandi Krush. You would think the attitude of Krush would be a little less cavalier after that loss by Coach Campanelli last week.
Well, you've seen that bit of ego over the last several months with Krush. You didn't see it in the beginning when she started in WOW, but you've seen it recently. I think it's from wearing off from having that championship titles around their waist for so long. And you don't see that cavalierness, as you said, when you look at someone like Zena Phoenix. They get into the ring and it's all business. Of course, they don't have the help like Coach and Glitter on the outside to assist.
Kara Kai running into that turnbuckle as she was going for the double knees again, and Kandi Krush in the ring and just cuts Kara Kai off with that boot right into the midsection, David. Kandi Krush had a handful of Kara Kai's hair. Kai trying to fight back, but is shut down by that forearm, and there you see it, the Ali Slam. Tribute to Muhammad Ali from Kandi Krush. Again, a former boxer with a nonchalant cover. That's not gonna put away Kara Kai, I can guarantee you that, David.
No.
It's almost a psychological thing when Kandi Krush does that, David.
Well, it's a psychological thing for her mind to pump up her ego, but it's not good wrestling.
No, it's not.
And I'm amazed Coach Campanelli allows it. Coach used to be all about the victories. Now she's into the look, the style, the dishing out of punishment here.
Now Kandi Krush has the armbar locked in on Kara Kai. That's a great point, David. And Kandi Krush now reverse the, Kara Kai reversed the hold, excuse me.
Nice little punch into the kidneys there.
Using the legs to break free of the hold. What a kick from Kara Kai. And Kara Kai buying herself a little bit of time in this one-on-one matchup with top tiers Kandi Krush. Both superheroes on their feet. Kara Kai sending Kandi Krush down to the canvas. Now 2 times in a row. And Kara Kai with the kicks to the chest. And now the side of the head followed up by that Northern Light suplex.
Nigel.
What a bridge. And Kandi Krush kicks out at 2, David. Kara Kai.
She's winded now, Nigel. She's winded. She's gonna have to suck some oxygen in from this capacity crowd here watching. She's got to get some oxygen as Krush goes behind her.
Kandi Krush
Kara able to save herself by grabbing onto the top rope and holding on.
And now Kara Kai missing with the kick. Glory glitter now on Coach Campanelli.
Coach is up there. She took the hand off the rope. She took the hand off the rope.
Oh, Connor, oh, but wait a minute. Schoolgirl roll up and Kara Kai. Kara Kai just pinned Kandi Krush. Another surprising defeat for top tier, David. My goodness, 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, Coach Campanelli can't believe it. Coach Campanelli trying to help Kandi Krush. Well, hold it, fans. We've got the winner right there, Kara Kai.
Your winner, Kara Kai.
Kara Kai, the winner of tonight.
Introducing first, from the great outdoors, and Scout Parker.
Welcome back to WOW fans, the environmentalist, Scout Parker, making her way out to the ring for singles competition here, David. It has been an exciting edition of WOW, and the action continues, David. Our main event coming up here in just a little while. As we've been telling you, Tormenta and Princess Aussie finally getting that opportunity at the WOW World Tag Team Champions. The best damn thing in WOW, the best damn tag team, according to Holly Swag in WOW. Of course, Holly Swag and Penelope beat the WOW World Tag Team Champions, set to defend against Tormenta and Princess Aussie. That's coming up in our main event, but right now, Scout Parker set for singles competition.
And her opponent, from Los Angeles, California, it's Sugar.
We're used to seeing Sugar with Spice, or as you like to say, Spice and Sugar. But Spice taking a little bit of a break as she accomplished a major goal, David, picking up 2, not just 1, but 2 bachelor degrees.
That was impressive, and her family was so happy for her.
Now she is with her family celebrating, but this is giving Sugar a little opportunity at singles action. You know, maybe when they're on vacation, she could possibly look for Sprout Greens on that oil rig.
Nigel, you going all in on electric? Or are you staying with an oil car?
You know, I drive gasoline, but nothing wrong with a little hybrid.
That's right.
Right now, the match-off kicks off. Charlie Wu, your official in this contest, and Scout Parker locking up with Sugar of the Mighty Mites. Sugar, of course, also college educated and proud of her heritage as well.
Well, she's out of that Jesse Hernandez School of Hard Knocks in San Bernardino, California. That's where she got her wrestling experience. Jesse Hernandez always here watching the action when they're on tap to wrestle.
That's right, David. Hammerlock applied by Sugar, who's now dragging Scout Parker, middle of the ring, going for a pinfall attempt here now on Parker.
It was some 20-some years ago. Jesse Hernandez was in the ring refereeing when Thug was in action with Selena Majors, the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse Hernandez had his hands full when those two veterans were going at it. And boy, were they jamming every night. Wow, women are wrestling in that ring. I'm telling you, what a brawl, what a feud those two had. They could tear it up in the ring. And boy, one night, Selena Majors, I remember when Thug took that chair to her and Vern Gagne was on hand and Vern Gagne was screaming for security. Selena's Majors' dad was there on hand. Nigel, you're
That's
a good
right,
friend of his.
Mr. Joe.
And it was all hell breaking loose as the Great Western Forum was turned upside down and Selena Majors was taken to the hospital.
And David, the next generation of WOW superheroes, turning up the action, taking it back old school to 25 years ago when you were at the Forum, David. Now Scout Parker hooking the leg. That's what made me a huge fan of professional wrestling, and I am loving this set, David. It reminds me of those good old days.
Well, we paid homage to it with that big battle royale that was won by the Class Master. Class Master winning the over-the-top rope battle royale. First time since Terry Gold won it 25 years ago.
Scout Parker sending Sugar face first into the canvas and following up with that Boston Crab locked
Sugar
in.
in trouble. Sugar getting to the rope. Oh, Nigel, she was a half an inch away from grabbing the bottom rope. Scout Parker smartly gained some knowledge and brought her back into the center of the ring and almost got the pinfall.
Scout Parker very quickly countering Sugar. You could see how she was trying to find her way out of that hold from Parker and almost did so, and now Sugar has the head of Scout Parker, sending Scout Parker down with a variation of the head scissors now as Sugar charges, ducks the clothesline of Parker, and has a clothesline of her own for the environmentalist. And Sugar now has Parker in the side headlock, goes for that Bulldog DDT, hooks the leg. Could Sugar have the victory? No. Scout Parker hangs on in this matchup, David. Sugar now.
Sugar getting up, getting the crowd a bit behind her. She's trying to get the intensity up, trying to get that rush, that Sugar rush.
The Sugar rush, and now Scout Parker raked the eyes, and now the Aussie DDT landed perfectly on Sugar 3, and this match is over in the record books for Scout Parker.
Your winner, Scout Parker. Introducing first, from Guadalajara, Mexico, and the beautiful land down under, it's Tormenta and Princess
Tormenta
Aussie.
and Princess Aussie winning a match just 2 weeks ago for the opportunity to challenge the WOW World Tag Team Champions Holly Swag and Penelope Pink, who have claimed at the top of this hour to be the best damn tag team in WOW and in the Fab Four, David. What a statement from the current WOW World Tag Team Champions. Of course, Tormenta and Princess Aussie defeating Sweet Heat, but it wasn't without controversy, because we remember, David, as Holly Swag came out to assist Sweet Heat. Wasn't really assistance. It looked like Sweet Heat had the Fab Jab already in set, but it was the momentary distraction from Holly Swag, who handed the sock of rocks to lovely Lori, who used it, but inadvertently hit her own twin sister, Lindsay Carlson, and that is what led to Princess Aussie and Tormenta getting the pinfall victory, and that is why tonight, David, they have the rights to challenge the WOW World Tag Team Champions, Pink and Swag.
And their opponents,
And now, as the champions make their way to the ring, of course, we've got our big main event matchup next week. We talked about it. It's going to be Santana Garrett taking on Paola Mayfield. Of course, it was the double pin last week on Genesis that led to the decision by our senior official, referee Jeff McGowan, who is in charge of the action right now in this World Tag Team Championship match. We will have that singles match. Again, that is next week's main event. Tonight's main event, though, David, for the Silver Championships.
And there they are, held high by our senior official, Jeff McGowan, in the center of the WOW ring. This is our main event tonight as the officials assisted on the outside, taking the belts. Holly Swag, one half of the championship in there against former champion Princess Aussie.
Princess Aussie and Holly Swag kicking things off respectively for their teams now, locking up. And what an intense lockup. This is just the beginning going of this main event matchup, David. And if you need to catch up on what's been going on here, David, just check us out on WOW Superheroes on YouTube. Check out WOWE.com or WOW Superheroes on any of your favorite social media outlets now. The beginning goings of this matchup, David, looking like a feeling out process. Of course, neither Tormenta or Princess Aussie have been able to hold the silver and purple championships, the WOW World Tag Team titles. Tonight, we could create history, David, if the case is Princess Aussie and Tormenta walking away with the victory.
They're very deserving of this championship shot, Nigel.
Princess Aussie sending Holly Swag down with that shoulder tackle right off the ropes, and Swag and Pink have certainly been making ripples in that Fab Four locker room, David. Of course, we saw also...
Oh, you see that, Nigel? The velocity. Princess Aussie into the corner against Swag, now taking her over.
What a snap suplex from the former WOW World Champion, Princess Aussie, who quickly floats over, hooks the legs of Holly Swag. But this is for the WOW World Tag Team Championship, David, so it might take a little bit more than that to take down Holly Hood there. Holly Swag now up on the shoulders of Princess Aussie.
Here comes Penelope Pink.
Penelope Pink, as well a former WOW World's Champion, in there with Princess Aussie, and these two superheroes, no stranger to each other, David.
No siree. Now you mentioned it, Nigel. Next week on WOW, we've got Paola, the Colombian Goat, managed by Abilene Maverick, in there against Santana Garrett. Next week on WOW, the winner gets the shot at the Classmaster in the WOW Championship. And Princess Aussie, beautiful arm drag, another beautiful arm drag on the former champ of WOW. And you've got two former champions of WOW in the ring right now, battling it out.
You're absolutely right, David. And how about that series of arm drags from Princess Aussie, who now has the arm bar on the champion? Sometimes it's good to go back to the basics because they certainly do make an impact in the matchup. Princess Aussie just so quick, and Tormenta and Princess Aussie have made quite the tag team as of late here in WOW. Really enjoy watching them in the ring now as Penelope Pink sending Princess Aussie over that top rope, but Tormenta sending Pink into the ropes now.
Oh my! Aussie pulling down on Pink's head over the second rope. And there, Tormenta pulling her back in for a possible pin.
A variation of Princess Aussie's cutter right across that second ring rope, and Tormenta just sending Penelope Pink into the turnbuckle with so much velocity and following up, but catching the boot of Pink and answers back with a forearm shot. Fans, if you're just now tuning in, this matchup is for the WOW World Tag Team Championships, David.
Nigel, sorry to interrupt you, but the velocity of that kick off the rope by Tormenta into the back, forcing Penelope Pink to quickly go to her corner and tag in Holly Swag.
That's okay, David. I don't blame you for interrupting me. What an enziguri from Tormenta. Fans up on their feet for this main event match. matchup now as Tormenta tags into Princess Aussie, and things are not looking good for the Fab Fours, Holly Swag and Penelope Pink. Double hip toss to Holly Swag, and now a Casador leg drop. Princess Aussie connects right across the
tag team champions.
Just two, says referee Jeff McGowan, and Jeff has had his hands full. In fact, he was the one that made that controversial ruling with that double pin on Genesis.
Boy, that was confusing for me, Nigel. I had no clue what was happening until I got out there, and Jeff had to explain it to me through 2 or 3 times. Well,
Jeff comes from a long lineage of a family that's been involved in professional wrestling. Of course, his grandfather, his dad, the legendary Scrappy McGowan, and now Jeff McGowan, our senior official here in WOW now as Tormenta on.
Bridging back, camel clutch.
A variation of the camel clutch from Tormenta.
You're the historian of wrestling. Was it the Sheik that made that so famous, Nigel?
The Iron Sheik definitely made that move famous.
I was thinking of the original Sheik.
I was thinking of the Iron Sheik, who used it to defeat Bob Backlund for the WWF World's Championship, and then 1 month later, that was taken by Hulk Hogan, catapulting him into superstardom. But right now, we're talking about the WOW World Tag Team Championships, and Tormenta in the corner of the Fab Four, Holly Swag and Penelope Pink. You got a couple years on me, David. So
I was gonna say, Nigel, as Pink jams away, and now Lana Starr and Holly Swag taking turns on Tormenta. I think we just showed our age difference.
That's okay, David. You can learn a little from me, and I can learn a little from you.
You got that right, baby, but you're the historian, Nigel. I'm not. I can just tell you about the old days that I experienced, but not in other territories that I didn't, but you know it all. And look at Pink going to town. Tormenta's never been in trouble like this before.
No, she is not, and we have not seen the team of Princess Aussie and Tormenta like this, to your credit, David. What a contest this is. Of course, Penelope Pink and Holly Swag have proven with no problem that they don't mind doing anything to win those championships or to retain those championships. And if you're Princess Aussie and Tormenta, you gotta be thinking about one thing, and that is the sock of rocks. You gotta be looking out for it. But I know that Princess Aussie and Tormenta have been preparing for this matchup. I spoke to Princess Aussie in the back, and they have been training every single day, double workouts, studying tape, and they are ready as ever. And now the photo op from the Fab Fours, Pink, Swag, and Lana Starr. Lana Starr, the OG of WOW, if you will, has been around causing you headaches for years.
You got that right. Pink took out Aussie, going right over to the corner and just took her out. And this gives her the opportunity against Tormenta.
Belly-to-back suplex from Penelope Pink, who David points right at you. Mighty proud of herself now. She hooks the leg of Tormenta, but Tormenta gets the shoulder up at 2, David.
Pink picks up Tormenta. Tormenta has not been able to go over and make a needed tag.
No, she is not, and Holly Swag now off the ropes with that leg lariat to Tormenta. The international sensation kicks on it too, but you know she has to have that hunger and drive. She wants to capture a championship here in WOW, and this is as great of an opportunity as she has had alongside her tag team partner, Princess Aussie. Now Tormenta, what a short arm
Did you see her take Big Rig Betty's little darling down?
My goodness, that would make Jake Roberts proud. What a short arm clothesline as now Tormenta tags into Princess Aussie and Swag, tags into Pink for her team. Princess Aussie fully charged, sending Penelope Pink down to the canvas, now off the ropes, David.
Princess Aussie showing why she's a former champion of WOW.
Princess Aussie so close, just 1 second away from walking away as the WOW World Tag Team Champion with Tormenta, but Penelope Pink headbutt to Princess Aussie, and now
the crowd is chanting Aussie. They want Aussie to come back, but Pink takes her right out of commission.
Passenger Princess by Penelope Pink, and Holly Swag tagged the back of Pink as she hit the ropes.
Oh! Did you see Tormenta Tormenta and Pink on the outside. Aussie's on the inside. What's this?
It's a little international air travel, the suicide dive, taking out both Penelope Pink and her partner, Tormenta. Princess Aussie laying it all on the line because it's for those silver championships, David. And now Princess Aussie.
What's this? Look who's going high. Look who's
Holly
high.
Swag.
Holy, I can't believe it.
Holly Swag with the cross body, taking out everyone in this matchup. It is for the WOW World Tag Team Championship. And you can see
Unbelievable
how
action here, fans, as the main event is continuing. We hope we can bring it all to you. This is WOW Women of Wrestling, and you are seeing the best in tag team action with this match.
what a main event this is, David. Holly Swag hooks the leg. Can we see the retaining?
No! The left shoulder by Aussie, able to get up just in a nick of time. And now Holly Swag grabbing Princess Aussie by the hair, pulling her up. Oh, you can see the kick right to the jaw.
Princess Aussie with that super kick. It connects, and now Princess
Aussie is
Aussie.
gonna go up high.
She's
The
like-
crowd's behind her.
That's right, David.
But
She's
here
like,
comes
wait a
Penelope
second.
Pink.
Penelope
Holy
Pink.
smoke, she drills her right into the forehead.
Penelope Pink saving her tag team partner, Holly Swag, from what I assume was going to be a frog splash from Princess Aussie. And now both Swag and Penelope Pink have Princess Aussie in a very strange
Here
position
comes
now at the top
Tormenta.
turnbuckle.
Tormenta is limping back into the ring.
What's Tormenta doing here?
She's underneath Holly.
Hooking Swag and Pink.
And Big Holly, I can't believe it.
Tower of Doom. Tormenta sends Penelope Pink, Holly Swag.
Holly,
Wait a
what's
second.
this? What is this? Here comes Miami Sweet Heat. What are they coming out here for?
Miami Sweet Heat lost the matchup to determine the #1 contendership, and it was thanks to Holly Swag with the distraction. But what is Miami Sweet Heat doing down
They're
here now?
coming
They're
out
here
here
to
to watch
observe.
this competition.
Are they going to help Penelope Pink and Holly Swag
Are they
retain
the
the
Trojan
titles?
horse tonight?
Oh,
The
my.
referee's been taken out. The referee, Jeff McGowan, has been taken out. Look at this, Nigel.
Tormenta has Penelope Pink up. It looks like Tormenta can hit it.
Jeff
She's got it.
McGowan's out. Pink is taken out.
Styles clash. 1, 2, oh,
There's a
my.
sock of rocks.
Holly Swag with the sock of rocks. She swings for Princess Aussie, misses, but nails the super kick.
Here
And now,
comes Lori. Lori Carlson's in the ring. Is she gonna help Holly Swag?
oh no!
No, she's not. She's got the sock of rocks. No, what's this? Here's Lindsay. They throw the sock of rocks out. They throw the sock of rocks out.
Oh,
And there's a
man.
clothesline.
Lovely Lori clotheslines her sister, Luscious Lindsay. And now, Princess Aussie, we've got new champ. No, my goodness, just a half a second away. Holly Swag pulling the trucks of Princess Aussie. And Swag and Pink retain. And what was lovely Lori doing out? Taking the sock of rocks, and now the two sisters, Lindsay and Lori, arguing with each other. Lori clothesline her sister, Luscious Lindsay. And now these two sisters, these two twins, having words with each other as Swag and Penelope Pink make their way up the ramp and holding those championships